Today I'm reading another Tsukishima KX listener, and this one is called Socially Awkward. I hope you enjoy. Everyone who knew you were not one for talking. You always were locked behind your shell, never planning on coming out. People always thought you were shy. That's not the case. You weren't shy. You were actually pretty bold and hard to impress. Problem was, you were socially awkward. You had the thoughts, you had the feelings. You were just missing the words. Sometimes it was a curse, like when someone asked to borrow something from you. Your heart would scream no. Your head would scream no. Your feelings would scream no. But the only word that would come out would be yes. And you hated it. You always knew you weren't going to get it back. You basically sold your stuff for free. And it made you feel like a dumbass. But sometimes it was a blessing. Like when someone is auditioning for something and they suck. You can easily keep your hilariously mean and cruel thoughts in. You're not making anyone feel bad, and someone else can crush their dreams for them. Or when you have dirty thoughts. Whatever the case is, you were seen as a quiet kid. But that wasn't the case at all. Yasmin, can you tell the answer for problem 38? Your teacher asked. Oh, perfect. Now, what was one of those times where it was a curse? Eyes landed on you. People were expecting you to talk. Socially awkwardness kicks in. Please stand. Fine. You rose out of your seat, attracting more attention. Speak up, Yasmin. You stare at your teacher in disbelief. You haven't even said anything yet. You sighed, keeping that in your thoughts. A certain blonde-haired boy turned his head at the teacher with the same thought in his head. Okay. You started a little louder. 19? You said bluntly. The woman looked down at her textbook, frowned, and looked back up at you. That's incorrect. You wrinkle your nose, your eyebrow raised. You stared down at your textbook in disbelief. You heard a quiet, "What?" from the desk. You looked over to see Tsukishima's eyes on his textbook, feeling the same way as you. You're glad you weren't the only one. You weren't really paying attention, but you were smart enough to know the answer was 19. It was a simple mental math equation. That's one of your many strengths. What is it then? Tsukishima asked, a little impatient. The woman adjusts her glasses and works out the problem on the board. To your surprise, this happens. And the answer is, she wrote 2 numbers on the board, clearly 19. You stared at the woman dumbfounded. Was she for real? You literally just said that. I just said that. You say, thinking out loud. Looks turned to you, slightly shocked. The teacher looked at you. Miss Yasmin, please do not give me attitude. Attitude? You repeated. There was no attitude. First, she made you stand and speak, knowing that you don't like to participate. Second, she interrupted you before you even started. Third, she shut you down so she could literally repeat the same answer. Lastly, she accused you of attitude? Well, thanks, lady. Now you're gonna have an attitude. But I already told the class the correct answer. You added, coming out of your shell a little. Miss Yasmin, stop this. But stop this now. You rolled your eyes. She glared at you. This is exactly why you don't talk. But you said it was wrong. That wasn't your voice. You looked over at Tsukishima, who was clearly annoyed with the woman for correcting you. Mr. Tsukishima, please stop these outbursts. But you just told the entire class 19 was the answer when she already said that. And in front of the whole class, you told us it was wrong. He egged her on. The woman was starting to sweat, knowing we were right. You blinked shockingly at the blondie. No one had ever defended you like how he was doing. That's it. Miss Yasmin, Mr. Tsukishima, outside now, she said, shooting us a glare. You both sat there, dumbfounded at the audacity of this woman. Now, she repeated, getting fired up. You rolled your eyes. You stood up and walked out the door, Tsukishima not far behind you. You two sat outside the door, trading glances in silence. You blushed a bit. You've never been alone with a boy as cute as him. That woman's crazy, he said, breaking the silence. Yeah. He looked at you. I've never seen you talk that way to anyone before. He pointed out. You made eye contact. He smirked. I like that, he said, making you blush hard. Well, she was being stupid. You say, saying your true thoughts. He stared at you with interest in his eyes. Kei Tsukishima. Yasmin last name. You're the only girl who has that much guts. I respect that. You smile a bit. Honestly, for being kicked out of class, this wasn't that bad. I guess it's not all bad being socially awkward. Okay, thank you for watching this one shot. It was honestly cute. I like the listeners' energy in this. I always like more blunt characters. That's why I like Tsukishima so much. If you couldn't tell, I've already posted 2 or 3 videos of him in the in the past 2 days or whatever. I don't even know. I don't know when I'm posting this. I'm kind of just reading a bunch because I'm in the mood right now, and I'll just post them in the upcoming days. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Have a good day, night, evening, whatever. I love you guys so much. Goodbye.